Draw for Duke, Kyle Gallagher for Notre Dame, and we're underway. Naso wins, as he did so often in the initial battle between these two teams. Gallagher was only 2 of 11 at the face-off dot, so Naso continues that dominance here in the rematch. Duke got behind in that first meeting to Notre Dame, and they were never really able to climb out of the hole as that defense so stifling for the Irish. And Liam Ensman, we mentioned him. His numbers are fantastic. Second in the country in both. Skip pass over to Dobson. Duke able to kill off the penalty, now back at even strength. Here comes Yorke. Kavanagh spins free and scores!
Terrific move by Kavanaugh, the sophomore out of Chaminade. Uses the pick, gets a step. Inside roll as Carpenter's just a little too aggressive at the point of contact. And when Kavanaugh turns off this drive, look how much real estate he can deal with. It's a left-handed drive. He turns, switches to his right hand, and he's being ball reversal. That is rare with this Notre Dame offense. It's a power offense.
O'Meyer powers his way up into the front of the crease, but loses the ball, and Westland definitely goes into traffic and picks it up. Plenty of time for the Irish, still more than 30 seconds to shoot. Look how big Yorke is, number 99.
Covering Yorke with a midfield defender, bumping an extra pole up to cover a midfielder.
Baishau Parker now coming upfield, back behind to Kavanagh. Kavanagh the quickness, and the shovel shot scores! That's patented now.
Kavanaugh has come to Durham on a mission. Left-handed wraparound, he's got 2. Irish up early on the road.
Weston on the shorty, tries to take advantage, but just wide on the shot. Now the race to the sideline for possession. And it looks like it'll stay with the Irish.
Notre Dame's going to test your on-ball defense. They've got a lot of good isolation dodgers, guys who are going to the goal for themselves.
One of them right here, Kavanagh. A.T. Giles Harris on him. Just peppering him, but he gets free a bit. Now he finds Yorke, and he scores!
Not a good start for John Danowski. Not a good start. Late in the shot clock, too. JT Giles Harris gets through the pick well. He's in good position. He turns Kavanagh back. They double team off of Yorke. You see the midfield defender, 11 in white, slides to double team. JT can't get back on.
Irish weren't able to get a shot in their first man-up opportunity. Second one of the game here for Kavanagh and company. There's Kavanagh, quick shot. Yorke backs it
Kavanagh's
up.
the trigger man. He's the passer. He's the guy with the eyes. They have 2 shooters here who just scare the heck out of me. Eric Dobson up top, the lefty, number 8, and then 99 on the left wing.
Kavanagh scores! All Irish early.
This is a classic Notre Dame lacrosse this season. This is why this team's got their sights set on Memorial Day. It's a franchise. They've never won the national championship. I got to tell you, with this group, this is their best chance ever. Kavanagh's come to play tonight. That's his 3rd goal. This one on extra man. A little right-handed curl where he takes.
Coach Ron Caputo talking things over. That's Parlett. Kavanagh quickly inside. Lipka scores, and the Irish continue to pour it on.
This is one of the best passing goals I've seen from Notre Dame in ACC action this season. A multiple pass goal. Parlett left-handed, the freshman from Florida, draws a little skirmish there, the eyes of the defense. He finds Kavanaugh, who is the main assist guy. As I said earlier, Kavanaugh
Shot advantage 23-3 now in Notre Dame's favor. 3 shots for Duke.
One good goal scoring chance. Montgomery hitting the crossbar.
Now Caputo. Here comes Sowers. And he scores to break the drought.
Number 23, Michael Sowers scores for Duke.
Sowers known for his speed and quickness. Watch him use this pick and accelerate. Keelty goes underneath the Caputo screen, 13 in white, and that just right there creates enough separation where Sowers can jump.
51, under, right.
Caputo down the alley, now backs up top. Here's Nakeie. Miss Dyson Williams coming in out of the box open. Here's O'Neill. That's 2 in a row for the Blue Devils. His first shot of the night, and he buries it.
You called it, Chris. They catch Notre Dame on a sloppy sub. You'll see Dyson Williams comes in, the defense overreacts to 51 in white, and they slough in. O'Neill curls outside of that, catches it someday, and play pro for a number of years. That's how good I think he can be. He's got to clean up some of his technique stuff when they move him from pipe to pipe, but he's got the frame, he's got the temperament. Love everything about him.
Great when he leaves the goal mouth too, isn't he, Q? Because they're so efficient on their clearing.
Making clear and sharp outlet passes, very little indecision.
That's a great pass and a goal. What a great give and go from Kavanaugh, finding Yorke, and the Irish strike again.
Kavanaugh's got 6 points. He's had a hand in every single Notre Dame goal. This assist to the cutting Will Yorke, 3-goal lead for Rudy and the Irish.
St. Barber, meaning nobody. We're talking about Daniel Cassidy, one of his D-middies, and I was like, you got the Sean Cassidy look, rocking coach. Entenmann is there again. Great start for him tonight.
Making his job easy. That's a little bit of sloppy and rushed outlet. But Duke's settling for some big-time maybe shots.
Dyson scores. It's 6-3.
This is all about the outlet. Entenmann's only a sophomore. He'll learn. They've been playing defense a while. You want to be really careful with that outlet. He overthrows it at the midline, and next thing you know, Duke counterattacks. They got some numbers. The defense is out of sorts. Shot clock issues right now.
10 seconds for Kavanaugh. He scores! That looked like Adler wasn't sure where the ball was and was surprised that it got behind him, but it did, and Kavanaugh's huge night continues.
Well, this is a partial screen. Maybe it was deflected as well. Pick is set. He's curling right-handed. It's a pass that just gets through bodies, and Adler can't believe it. You got to respect the trajectory of a ball as a goalie, so you got to always be behind the. These two have faced each other a ton of times. And on that shot, it looked like Entenmann read O'Neill's mind. Like he knew the fake pattern, he knew the rhythm and the cadence of the fakes, and he was down as that ball was left. Either that or he just guessed right. That happens sometime too, Cotter.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than right? If you're lucky, you're doing something right, and right now Entenmann's doing a lot right. Dobson, he got free, and he scores!
Florida flamethrower does this one off the dodge. You see the throwback, he's given the whole alley, and he's just going to run through that hook check. you're going to need to body up big number 8 with something more than.
He's now coming out of the box as Duke sets up. 40 seconds to shoot on this possession. Schamberger picks up Jacobois. Now Westland. Over to Dobson, just scored his first goal tonight.
They got the switch.
Now he scores his second.
Tell you, talked about this offense earlier in the game. I don't think they're an elite passing offense, but what they are, they're really well scripted. They win matchups on the perimeter, and they put you in a position where if you don't slide, they're going to score on assisted goals, like right here, or if you go, they're going to get some nice one-look assisted type goals. This is not an offense that relies on
the wing. First time they failed. That time they got it to him, just missed the target. Duke has been off target on their last 7 shots. Ledman's got a hard outside shot if he can just get an opening, and he can't.
24 in blue on D, very good. Hallenbeck, he's a great cover man for midfield.
Now Sowers. And he scores an impossible shot. He beats Entenmann, and that's what Sowers does. Duke's still alive.
Duke is still alive. Sowers posts up left-handed, fadeaway jumper. Not sure Entenmann got a clear look at it. It's a 5-goal margin right now. Sowers and Keelty.
Sowers working on Keelty. Up top to O'Neill. He's got Arden Cohen on him. Now Nakeie with a short stick. And it's an offensive midfielder at that, and Dobson. Gets underneath him, and he scores! Called it, Q. Take advantage of that mismatch.
That's what he's got to do. It's timely by Nakeie, who's put together an outstanding season. You know, his passing skills have been what Paul Carcaterra and I have done a lot of talking about. But here, Dobson's left on an island. And Nakeie Montgomery, folks, is not the type of guy you want to leave on an island. He is a terrific former high school like that to keep this game within range. It's significant.
Now Leahy with the ball in his cross, the Providence transfer.
Notre Dame can't stop at 9. I don't think 9's going to be good enough to win this game. I think you got to get to 10 or 11 to win this game.
And that'll help right there. Leahy buries it.
Look at the reactions. Look at the reactions. We were talking to Coach Corrigan. I said, Coach, I watched your team score goals this year, and the celebrations are epic. The guys clearly like one another. Well, that's easy to like one another when you're lighting up. Dominated this game in the first half with 7 points, involved in every Notre Dame goal. That round won by JT Giles Harris.
Final minute of this third quarter. It's a big possession right here for the Duke Blue Devils. Down 5. Mentioned it all game long how difficult it is to come back against this Notre Dame team. So strong defensively, strong in goal, and strong at the face-off X. Caputo got his man going the opposite way and scores with the left.
Number 13, Owen Caputo scores for Duke.
Little momentum now to end this third quarter. That's 3 of the last 4 goals scored by the Blue Devils. Forks are up. Look at Caputo, his ability to plant and change directions.
Coach talked about the communication that Thornton brings to the table, pen transfer, and how well these guys communicate with each other. Now Robertson will shoot, doesn't get there though. Like a hockey game, Q. I know you just did the NCAA hockey tournament. All these bodies in front. I've seen so many Duke shots now ricocheting off Notre Dame players before it even gets to goal.
Duke needs to score a transition goal.
Might be here with O'Neill. One-handed scores! A brilliant goal by freshman Brennan O'Neill.
Scores for Duke.
Well, this is ridiculous strength by Brennan O'Neill off the broken clear. And finally, Duke is able to score a non-6-on-6 settled goal. It's a transition goal. Sowers comes up with a loose change. One more to O'Neill. The big face dodge, and then right-handed, underhand. Again, one-handed whipper.
That was only the 4th shot clock violation against Duke all season, Q. Wow. It's amazing. Under 10 to play. Tenenz is hung out here too, number 88 for Duke. That's a matchup that McCann wants to take advantage of. Feeds in front and Meyer scores!
Simplicity has its payoff. Starts with great defense. McCann draws 2. Meyer, the easy right-handed step down. And he makes it count from about 10 yards. I mean, this is about...
Earlier, Q, you get the sense that Duke is going to have to score some in transition, get a juice goal here or there to turn the momentum around. And every time it looks like they may be able to do that, Notre Dame gets possession, winds a little clock, and then scores. And it's Riley Gray. We talked about how Coach said, watch out for this young man. He's really starting to put it together in practice. Now he's rewarded with playing time and a goal.
Tell you, this is a great example for all the young players who may be watching us. Riley Gray is not a guy on my board until we talk to Coach. He said, you know, he's playing well enough in practice that we're going to give him some runs. And you get a chance. You make
3 in scoring per game. He leads the NCAA in assists per game at almost 4, but he also leads this Notre Dame team in ground balls in terms of every player other than a face-off man, which I thought that was something too.
It is. Ground balls and cause turnovers. And it compares favorably to a guy like Michael Sowers, who's a Tuarton potential finalist.
Nakeie beat his man and scores, and that's exactly what Duke needs. They need quick goals. And they get one here, now down 4 with just over 8 minutes to go in this game.
Talking about Kavanaugh, it's easy to like Kavanaugh and the way he plays. I can say the same about Nakeie Montgomery. He only knows one speed, and if you leave him on an island, and it's a shorty.
Down and a critical possession with under 5 to play. Back at even strength as Carpenter flings it to the middle of the field. O'Neill. Caputo thought better of it. Now to Nakeie. Caputo scores! Great feed from Robertson. And Duke is just hanging around.
Starts with the effort by the goaltender to chase the shot down. The possession, sharp, crisp passing. You got to jam the ball inside.
Duke. Now 3 minutes to play. Duke down 3. Robertson just gets hammered. Slow to get up. I don't know if Duke has a cryo chamber, Q, but these players could certainly use it after this game. Physical. Caputo now back to his left.
They got some off time. Notre Dame's got to come back on Sunday.
Correct. Now Nakeie looking to work on Hallenbeck. Scores!
Wow. Clutch. 3 goals in the second half for Nakeie Montgomery. Righty from Dallas, Texas, a senior. He has really picked it up as he's sent.
Now he's got a short stick on him. Defender fell down. Robertson hits a pipe. Hit the pipe, so it wasn't over and back, so a fresh 80, but that's not really what concerns Duke right now. They need a goal quickly. Sowers, he scores! Giving the Blue Devils life.
What a shot by Sowers. Wow, I tell you, there's a lot going on there. The first look was an A-grade chance. I mean, a brilliant chance. And they hit the crossbar. JT Giles-Harris does a great job at the midline to keep it alive. And Sowers from 15, while well covered, puts that one in the perfect spot. Right off of Entenmann's hip. That's the toughest save in the business. You see the young goal?
26 seconds. So 26 seconds. Ledman puts it in play. And he runs by his defender. Notre Dame has a couple of timeouts left. It's Sowers is going to shoot and score the tying goal.
I mean, this is a bomb from downtown. This isn't like, what are you doing shooting from 16 yards, Michael Sowers? Left-handed down the alley. I mean, he's at distance, and he pings the far corner. The perfect shot. Twice in a row Michael Sowers had made down the stretch here. Duke was down 12-7, and he just paints the lower corner, and you heard it hit metal. Unstoppable.
Here comes Kavanaugh. Beat his defender, JT Giles-Harris, and he scores, but the whistle blew beforehand. He lost a shoe. And he still beat JT Giles-Harris and still scored, but the whistle blew. An equipment malfunction.
In possession of the ball, Notre Dame should keep the ball.
Oregon can't believe it.
He can't believe it. He's won 321 games. He just scuffed him. JT Giles-Harris.
Gave him a flat tire.
Yep, gave him a flat tire, and they blow the whistle.
Wily veteran. What a veteran move, as if he meant to do that. I'm sure he did. Double knots. Our officials discuss it with Coach Corrigan. It looks like we're going to have 4.7 on the clock. How unfortunate, because what a move by Kavanaugh to blow right by JT Giles-Harris. Now the shot straight up in the air, saved by was covering.
Thought he settled. Thought he had more there.
Nakeie now. Dyson Williams in traffic, and a lot of traffic.
That's got to be something.
Now we get a flag. Now it'll be a delayed call. It's not even going to be a loose. Will it be? No, it will not. So play continues. This is going to be a man-up situation for Duke if they don't score here.
Imperative that Duke doesn't foul or commit any kind of technical violation with a flag down. Basically, this gives them a free chance to try to make.
Are they just waiting on it right here? It looks like he's waiting now. Now he's going to go. Sowers. Double team comes. Look at the attention. Caputo just ricochets off a defender. Now we'll get the call.
30-second hold, gentlemen. 24 hold, 30-second foul.
Guilty of the infraction.
Situations.
So we'll see Duke first man up of the night. In overtime. O'Neill up top. That's Cam Moulay, number 21. Man up specialist. Inside of Moulay, he scores the game winner! Duke once again finds a way to win a game in overtime. That's the third one this year. They're 3-0.
Tell you, that one stings if you're Kevin Corrigan and the Fighting Irish, because you basically outplayed Duke for 3.5 quarters. I mean, you thoroughly outplayed them. You had a 12-7 lead, and you just couldn't make the next play. You needed to make one more play. It's hard. You look at the disbelief. It's like, we lost that game? How did we lose that game? Well, you got to give Duke a lot of credit, because they came roaring back. Cam Moulay, the extra man specialist. He's in the slot area, and you called it, Cotter. You see him pass, and look at him cut. Look at him cut. Presents a target and makes a great catch and one touch. In the air, Moulay, completely a role player in this game, plays for about 6 seconds and scores the biggest goal of his career.
Moulay makes Michael Sowers look like a giant, too.